Hello there. Only one Kenobi here. Only one. Look at this. This is a Poe Dameron special. So, yeah, great card back. This is a really good figure. And I'm going to show you a little bit of a change. I'm going to show you all the Poes that are available. And what's what inside the cockpit here is technically that figure. Well, in the cockpit, I've got this figure. See my reflection there? That's the best kind of like, well, where do I begin? Let's just sort of get this sorted out here. It would be rude not to show you this X-Wing here as I review this figure, because for all I've said, this film has faults. That vehicle is amazing in the vintage collection. So, you know, I've got to show you that as well. So the figure I've got turning on the turntable, this is also, this is a bit disjointed, this video. This is The Last Jedi 5 POA, and the reason I bought this, and I bought it for bloody full price, £10, just because I wanted a Poe with a removable helmet. Prior to that, this was what you got, this awful banana visor thing. I don't know what they were thinking with that. That's not even a nod to the 80s. It's crazy. The banana visor never existed. Look at that, you see? That is a Luke Skywalker done with... yeah, let me just go closer in, with a banana visor. Now, if they'd done that in the 80s, then we'd all be like, yeah, okay, fair enough, that's good. But they didn't. This is almost a tribute to the Force Awakens Poe. What? Which doesn't make any sense. The thing with the banana visor is, why they did it, I don't know, other than, well, I suppose pilots did have yellow visors, and that's probably how they would have done it in the 80s. Maybe there is a design somewhere where they did do that, but... actual pilots, the actual figure of the vintage Luke pilot X-Wing was, you could see his face. I don't have a demonstration of that to offer you, but this facial sculpt here of Poe is really good. Now, like for the last few videos I've done, there was one for Rey I've done, and I think it was Luke X-Wing, speaking of Luke X-Wing. That figure's really good, and these figures in this sort of stretch now of the vintage collection have got really good detail. Look at that, at 3 3/4 inch scale, unbelievably good. So I think I have a second one of these. I don't know, I might have, but I'm not opening it because I don't see any point really. He looks amazing, but he'll do just like that for me. And given I've got so many of these other pilots, I figured, well, there's no point in me opening the other one. The one issue I have with this figure is that I think that they should have done him on a Force Awakens card back, because, you know, Poe as a character really does develop in the sequel trilogy. He starts out as a regular pilot, and he still is a pilot at the end. He's a great character, actually. He's a hybrid, he's a Wedge Antilles Han Solo hybrid. But he becomes a general, doesn't he? I take him a lot more seriously in the Last Jedi and in the Rise of Skywalker than I did in the other one. In the Force Awakens, I actually had this theory that he was a spy. It was all a bit too squeaky clean. The way he disappeared in the Force Awakens and then reappeared. I actually thought that's what the twist was going to be, that he was a spy. But then again, how could he be a spy? He's the one who blew up Starkiller Base. He couldn't have been on the side of the First Order. So this is so this figure here is a decent one as well. I told you this was going to be a bit all over the place. That's not actually a very good facial sculpt, that doesn't look as much like him. It's alright, but look at that, hang on a minute. Nah, but this one is really good. Get out of the way. Just give me a second here. Let me just take the helmet off again. I mean, you might have just seen it in the... Yeah, you see that's kind of Force Awakens, isn't it, that? And there's hardly any Force Awakens card backs. So obviously they put him on this card because they were trying to sell the movie. This all happened in the Force Friday, which was a few months before the Rise of Skywalker came out. And do you know what? I really do love this card back. I love the X-Wing. I loved that planet. I'm going to say the same good things I said about this Daisy Ridley card here. The Rey. That's a great card back. I'm not at all a big fan of the Rise of Skywalker, but certain locations really sold it on me on the first viewing. It's just the plot and the story that I've got an issue with. But the locations were fantastic. I really liked them. Who knows? But anyway, that's all really to say, other than I'll give you another look at this X-Wing. This is so well done, this X-Wing. If you can see that the paint details they've put on it makes it look like a movie prop, like a model. Really good. Well, it is a model, but you know what I'm saying. It's got really, really subtle detail on there, really good. Like it looks like it's been used in the universe, you know. Fantastic X-Wing this, except that's not very good. The stand just fell. Oh Jesus, that really, actually that does my head in about it. Excuse me. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Just another nifty trick if you want to know. There are loads of these available in the UK for £3.75. So I got, this one is spare, but one little trick you can do is, you see this fella here? This is a 5p away figure. I've forgotten the name of the character. I do beg your pardon. He's got a removable helmet, but you can swap his head and put it on the Poe Dameron body. And then you've got a super articulated version of him, which is a great little trick if you want to do that. Brilliant, but there you go. That's Poe Dameron. I think I have shown you the cardback. I'll just go straight in on the image for you so you can really have a close-up look at that before we say goodbye. But it's a nice card. It's very bright, nice colours. I like orange, you see. The orange jumpsuit matches the orange X-Wing perfectly. Or you might think that's red, but it is. They are orange, aren't they? The classic X Wing Pilot overalls. Really good. So, Rogue Squadron's coming up. Apparently it's set in the sequel trilogy era, which is a shame. I would have liked to have seen something in the original trilogy era, but oh well, I'm game for seeing what they would do in that era, if they can tidy up some of the goings on there. But I do like Poe Dameron. I never used to like him. I thought there was something weird about him. Where did you disappear to, Poe? What's your story? But he's really good. Oscar Isaacs is pretty good in it, you know. Awesome. Thank you for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi, Only One. If you are new around here, subscribe. Thank you for your patience on this one. I've been a little bit all over the place, showcasing this, that, the other. Not usually this disjointed. Actually, who am I kidding? It usually is. Only One Kenobi. Out.